Hey guys, I'm a 25-year-old type 1 diabetic who was diagnosed when I was 3 years old back in 2004. I noticed that there's a lot of newly diagnosed diabetics and families on my channel. So I just wanted to make this video to talk to you all about the beginning stages of type 1 diabetes and let you know that I'm a resource. If you ever need help with anything or want to reach out to me, feel free to leave a comment. I'm happy to help anyone any way that I can and guide you through this process because I know it can be very overwhelming and very hectic and very confusing newly diagnosed. I don't actually have any memories not living with type 1 diabetes since I was diagnosed at 3, and it's just been such an integral part of my life for as long as I can remember. I didn't have to go through those stages of learning what it's like to carb count, give insulin, all of those things, because it's just been part of me growing up. But it was very overwhelming for my parents. I was 3 years old and I was just very skinny. I was drinking so much water. I looked very malnourished, and for months my parents were taking me to the doctors and they kept telling my parents that I was fine, until eventually a neighborhood nurse friend of ours suggested to my parents to go check me up for type 1 diabetes. So nobody in my family has type 1 diabetes, so my parents were very unaware about this condition and what it entails and how much it entails. One thing that was difficult growing up was just not having a lot of people to talk to about my diabetes, because I guess just no diabetics really interact with other type 1 diabetics on a day-to-day basis because it's not a super common disease. But going to diabetic camp growing up and having online communities has always been really helpful. One big one is Reddit. I think I used a lot in high school whenever I had type 1 diabetic questions, especially when preparing for college and being on my own. I also use a lot of different Facebook communities. There's a lot of local ones for my area and the ones that my endocrinologist's office makes. There's also a lot for teens, for kids, for babies, for families, for everything that you can think of. And of course, for me, a big factor with my diabetes is this YouTube channel and everyone on here that talks to me, that helps me out with tips, and just be a place that I can turn to see other diabetics. My school nurses in elementary school also made a huge difference with helping me manage my diabetes because they were always there checking in on me and making sure my parents didn't have to worry all the time. And then as I grew up, I started texting my parents. I was one of the first kids in my class, I remember, to have a little BlackBerry phone at elementary school because I would have to test my blood sugar at 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and then 2 p.m. set times and text them what my blood sugar is, what's on board, what it suggests, and they would text me back what to do. But nowadays, having new technology such as Dexcom is a huge game changer, especially since parents and families can track it on their own device. Honestly, I don't have a ton to say on the matter. I just wanted to make a quick video to let you guys all know. If you have any questions or just want someone to talk to, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I know that this process is crazy. It's a lifelong condition that will stay with you forever, so taking it one day at a time is honestly the only thing that we can do right now. And I hope you guys are all doing okay with your diagnosis if you're going through it. And please know that the diabetic community is always happy and willing to help.